Hello friends. So today we are going to discuss about a topic which is called as a elastic collision in a one dimension. Clear? Elastic collision in a one dimension. So before discussing the entire topic, we will discuss start it from the basics. So we will just start or revise the thing what is the collision. So what was the collision? We have already said or discussed when the two bodies are going to be interact with each other. When two bodies are going to be interact with each other, at that time it is called as a collision. That contact or that interaction may be physical or may not be physical. May be physical or may not be physical. Clear? So both are called as a collision. We have classified that collision into two categories. First one, the elastic collision. Second is the inelastic collision. We will discuss an inelastic collision, in which we have said when the two bodies are going to interact with each other, when their momenta and kinetic energy, momenta of two bodies conserved, but kinetic energy does not conserve. This kind of the collision is called as a inelastic collision. There is a perfect one case has been we have discussed, that is the perfectly inelastic collision. What it means? When the two bodies are going to be collide with each other, during the collision bodies stick together and move with the same velocity. This is called as a perfectly inelastic collision. Clear? Here we are going to take a one-dimensional case of elastic collision. Firstly, discuss what is the elastic collision. Elastic collision is said to be elastic when two bodies are going to be collide with each other at the time of collision, and after collision momenta and the kinetic energy of the system remain conserved. This is called as a elastic collision. So now let's start our present topic, which is called as a elastic collision in a one dimension. So elastic collision in a one dimension is said to be head-on collision or one dimension if the colliding body continue to move along the straight line after the collision. Means when the two bodies are going to be collide with each other, and after the collision they move in a straight line. It is called as a head-on collision or one dimension collision. Now start the derivation. Derivation little bit is very complex. If you try to understand the basic keynote which I am going to deliver you, it will able to remember you for lifelong. Clear? You will able to remember. Okay, just pick the keynotes. What was the first keynote? First keynote is elastic collision. Now what is elastic collision? We have said momenta conserve. We have said kinetic energy conserve. Before starting the exam article, take a basic things or requirements. Consider there is two bodies. Body A and body B. First body having a mass m1, second body having mass m2. Velocity of the body A is u1, velocity of the body B u2, called as the initial velocities. Clear? Then in a final, mass of the bodies are same, m1, m2, only velocity remain change from u1 to v1, which is called as the final velocity of object A, and u2 to v2, which is called as the final velocity of the object B. Clear? So that is just a consideration. Now if you check out the diagram, that is just highlighting the bodies are just moving along a straight line. They are just moving along a straight line. If you check out the line of action is just a straight line. Come back to the derivation. What we have said? Conserved momenta. So conserved momenta means before collision and after collision both should be equal. So we have said momenta of body 1 m1 u1, momenta of body B m2 u2 should equals to momenta of body A plus momenta of body B. Clear? Easy. We have nothing did new. Second case, we have said kinetic energy of system remain conserved. Kinetic energy is half mv square. Half mv square of first body, half mv square of second body. Called as it energy before collision. And similarly, half mv square for body A and body B after collision. Both are the equals. Try to rearrange the equation. Try to re-equation. Half will be cancelled out because it is common on the both sides. Clear? Now rearrange. How to rearrange? This is second keynote. First keynote is remember the concept of elastic momenta and kinetic energy is conserved. We have made the two equations, equation 1 and equation 2. Second keynote is how to rearrange. Rearrange, pick the common term. Common term from the entire thing is mass, m1 and m2. m1 and m2 are common before and after. Velocity is changing from u to v. So means we will pick the mass on one side, mass term, m1 term one side and m2 term second side. From equation 2 and from the equation 1, from the both sides, it come out to be like this. m1 bracket u1 square minus v1 square equals to m2 v2 square minus u2 square. Clear? Similarly from equation 1. Now next step, next keynote, divide both the equation. Divide both the equation. Clear? Divide both the equation. Next, if you check out little bit, it come out to be u1 square minus v1 square. What it is? It is mathematically some formula, which is a square minus b square, which is equals to a minus b plus into a plus b. Use that formula and that entire equation after dividing, it come out to be u1 minus u2 equals to v2 minus v1. Clear? What did? We have rearranged the equation, we implement the formula, a square minus b square is equals to a minus b into a plus b. Clear? Divide the both equation, equation 3 and equation 4. Common term will be cancelled out. It come out to be u1 minus u2, v2 minus v1. What was our task? Our task is to find what will be the final velocity of body A and what will be the final velocity of body B. Means we need to calculate v2 and v1. Clear? Now what we did? From that we are going to pick the value of v2. Substitute the v2 in equation 1 and solve the equation. Solve the equation for v1. v1 come out to be m1 minus m2 u1 plus 2m2 u2 upon m1 plus m2. We have given the equation number 7. Clear? Next, we have received the value of v1. Now our task is to find the value of b2. Come back to equation 5 again. Come back to the equation number 5. Now what we did? We rearranged the equation for v1. So means v1 equals to u1 minus u1 plus u2 plus v2. Substitute this equation now. Substitute this equation in equation 1. In equation 1, you get the value of v2. Clear? Here is the third technique. What is that? If you have calculated the v1, you can directly write the v2 without solving. How? Just replace the m1 by m2 and u1 by u2. You will able to get the value of v2. Clear? So that is the way. Otherwise you can solve the equation from the equation 1. Okay? So these are the two values of velocities, final velocities of object A and object B. What was our task? Now we can discuss the independent cases that basically occur in the elastic collision with one dimension case. Okay? First one is when the mass of both the bodies are equal. when the mass of both the bodies are equal, means body A and body B both having the same mass. What happened? M1 equals to M2. Come back to our equations. Equation V1 and V2. V1 and V2. At the time when the masses are equal, M1 equals to M2, equation become, or case become, V1 equals to U2, V2 equals to U1. How? This term will be cancelled out, this term will be cancelled out, and the remaining term will be M1 plus M2, so 2M1 or 2M2. So both are the same. So it comes out to be like this. What it means? So it means velocity, final velocity of the object or bodies get interchanged. That means body A will move with the velocity of 2 body B, and velocity of body B will move with the velocity of U. So that is first case. Second case, a little bit change. What it means? We assume the body B at the rest position. Body B is the rest position, and any body A is going to hit on that body. Here the three independent cases occur. What are the cases? Mass of the body, both the bodies are same. Mass of the body A is negligible in comparison to body A. Mass of the body B is greater in comparison to the body A. So three independent cases we will discuss one by one. First case is, we assume body is at rest, means when the target body is at rest. What it means? It only means target body having a rest, kinetic energy is, initial energy is 0. So means U2 is 0. Modify the equation. Equations are this one. These are the two equations. So put the value of U2 equals to 0 in both equations. Clear? Then your equations become like this. V1 equals to M1 minus M2 upon M1 plus M2 U1. V2 equals to 2M1 upon M1 plus M2 into U1. Equations become like this. Clear? Next thing. Now implement the cases. When the masses are the same. What happens when masses are same? When M1 equals to M2, cancel out. Means M1 is V1 equals to 0. V1 equals to 0. Second, V2 come out to be U1. V1 equals to U1. So what it means? When the mass of the bodies are same, at that time velocity of V1, velocity of object A becomes 0, and body B will move with the velocity of A. Means V1 equals to 0 and V2 equals to U1. It come out to be 0, velocity 0, and this move with the velocity of U1. Done. Second is the mass of the body B is negligible. If it is negligible, that means M1 is greater than M2. M1 greater than M2. So at the time means M1 minus M2 or M1 plus M2 approximate equals to M1. So at the time equation become V1 equals to U1 and V2 equals to U2. So what it mean? When it is negligible, the body A after collision moves with the same velocity, but the body negligible mass will move with the velocity twice than the body A. So means V2 is equals to 2 times of the U1. Okay. Third case is the mass of the target body is greater than the body A. At the time what happened? At the time M2 is greater than M1. Greater than M1. ठीक है? So that means this term come out to be V1 equals to minus of U1. V1 is equals to minus of U1, and V2 come out to be approximate 0. So what it mean? When this body is having a greater M2 is greater than this one. When the body is going to be hit or collide, it reflect back. It reflect back with same velocity, with the same velocity. And what is the velocity of this body? Velocity of this body is assumed to be 0 because m1 is greater than m1. So that was the last case. Clear? Hope whatever I have discussed to you, you understand the concept. If you want to recall the things, replay the video. If you like the video, hit on the subscribe button and one like please. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.